Lots of things happening today. So 3 updates: Voxtur, Plurilock, and Aduro. So first, Voxtur. Press release. Voxtur announces review of strategic options to enhance shareholder value. What this is really nothing new because Gary already hired the BMO capital markets to help the company value the businesses and to bring potential buyers or partners for these businesses. So this is something that BMO wanted press released, but this has already been going on for some time. So all it is that BMO Capital Markets, right, Bank of Montreal, is helping Aduro valuing what the businesses are worth and bringing various parties or partners to either sell one of the business, partner with somebody to address the debt situation, right? So this press release just shows you that BMO is working with them. Like, people are concerned about pulling the plug. Why would they pull the plug? I mean, they're just working with them with what needs to be done. And also, BMO has a wider reach of potential buyers and partners that can come in and be useful and create value than Voxtur has on its own. So that's really the press release. It's just like when I saw it, like I already knew that they hired them a while ago. In terms of the update on RPTA, so on Friday last week was the deadline for the submission for the RPTA, and it's been submitted, and they're just waiting from day to day on the decision or what's going to happen. Nothing more can be said, but on Friday was the deadline, and from what I understand, there's really no other competitor at the table bidding on it. I don't think there is anybody. So that's on that. Plurilock. Plurilock, you saw the announcement. I think it was, what's today? I can't even remember. Monday was the announcement of the private placement in the amount of 2.5 million, and now they upsized it to 4.8 because there's a lot of interest. There's more interest than they have room for. So, I mean, over the months, the company has been releasing, contract wins, and after the unlock of the private placement shares from the previous private placement, almost nothing. Nobody cared. Like the stock price wasn't reacting to anything because there was this looming uncertainty as to, well, I'm not going to invest in your company because you need money. You need money for all the contracts that you're getting. You need working capital to execute them, right? So I'm just going to wait, right? And so all this talk about, oh, but they're going to need money, or the balance sheet is not as strong as we want it to be. Okay, well, now you got 4.8 million coming. The balance sheet situation is going to get fixed now, and I prefer them to take more money than less money. And also, they told us many times that they want to uplist to the U.S., right? NASDAQ, whether it's direct listing or through a reverse merger or anything like that. Well, you need money to make that happen. So and yes, it does create dilution. Anytime you raise capital, it creates dilution, but that's what happens with growth companies. You got to finance yourself somehow, and the problem in today's market is that companies cannot finance themselves. There's not enough interest. And here we have Plurilock that is able to finance themselves, and they have more demand for the private placement than there is space for. Okay? So these are my thoughts on Plurilock. Aduro announced a new addition. They hired an important person, but what everybody was focusing on today And when I saw it, I was like, people are going to lose their mind over it. People are going to lose their mind that they hired out of the box for investor exposure, right? So, of course, people are all over the internet saying, oh, we're on NASDAQ. Why do we need more investor exposure? We are NASDAQ. We shouldn't have it. Like, guys, come on, wake up already. Like, why is this so difficult to understand? Like, have you taken a look at what the company has done over the last 2 years with the progress operationally and with the stock price? You're still not happy about what they're doing? Then sell your stock, okay? Just sell your stock already and stop annoying everybody. They know what they're doing, and we've been rewarded for this. And if you don't like it, sell your stock, okay? But talking about NASDAQ, now, if you trade on NASDAQ or Canadian Securities Exchange, and you try to bring exposure to the company, and you try to tell investors about the company, where do you think you're going to be more effective with the marketing dollars? Trading on Canadian Securities Exchange, where more than half of the people cannot access the stock, or on NASDAQ, where everybody can buy the stock, okay? And then Canadian Securities Exchange having the stigma, oh, it's not on a reputable exchange, it trades on a garage sale versus a beautiful looking, shopping mall, NASDAQ, now everybody can buy, okay? Any sort of investor exposure, investor dollars being spent to grow shareholder base is going to yield better results when the company is on NASDAQ. So instead of saying, oh, they're on NASDAQ, they don't need to do anything, think about it. Now, when they do something and they're on NASDAQ, it's going to get incredible results versus the results that we got when it was trading on a garage sale, okay? And if you want a reminder of what happens to a company that refuses to do investor relations and exposure, look at Oracle Resource Corp, and you will fall in love with this philosophy. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'm signing off.